Good afternoon. Today is the 5th of July. I'm at the second day of the Goodwood Festival of Speed, and I'm a guest of the Planet Auto YouTube channel. I'm here at the Brooklands Paddock, and it's time for another Shambolic shuffle. Now, there's a lot of background noise here. I apologise for that. There's not a lot that I can do about that, really. If there's any wind noise, then I apologise. That's just what happens in these slightly shambolic shuffles. And if there's any incorrect information as well, then again, that's just the way that it goes. I'm terribly sorry. The Brooklands Paddock at the Goodwood Festival of Speed this year contains a vast amount of historic racing cars. Things like this 1923 DeLarge DHV12. It's got number plates on it, so I imagine it actually goes around. Then we've got a couple of 1920s racing cars. We've got a Voisin from 1926, so 27, and we've got the record-breaking Thomas Special, driven by John Godfrey Parry Thomas, called Babs. Huge, big, sort of incredible car. Massive engine in this. 27 litres. We've got a Hotchkiss, another car that's disappeared from our road, the Hotchkiss brand, along with Napier Railton. This is a 33. Bellor, 1920. 1914 Sunbeam Tourist Trophy. It's an STAT, don't know how you pronounce that, SCAT, it's an Italian brand, so I'm not sure. And Itala from 1907. 1903 Napier Gordon Bennett. Yes, Gordon Bennett was a real person. Let's have a look at some 70s and 80s racing cars. Here's a 1980 BMW M1, Motul livery, 74 Lancia Stratos, 78 Ferrari 308 GTB, it's a bit like Magnum Ferrari, Ferrari Daytona 1972 365 GTB4, ooh, Ferrari 250 GTO, a very appropriate plate on it. One of the most expensive cars ever sold. Another Ferrari 250, Ferrari 250 GT short wheelbase. I think Chris Evans has a car similar to this. 61. 1953 Ferrari 250 1950 Ferrari 166 Barchetta. One of the first cars Ferrari ever made. Here's another Ferrari 166 in 1950, which coach worked by Fontana. Here's a 1963 Fiat Abarth 1000 Spider, next to a 68 Fiat Abarth 2000 Sports. Another Abarth here. And then a couple of Porsche 911s. This one looks very similar to the 2.7 Carrera RS from the 73. This is a 74 2.8 RSR, and that's I think a 73 911 Carrera RSR. Still got the Fuchs alloy wheels on it. Wonderful spoiler on the back of this. Rolls-Royce stand is just behind there. I went on there earlier on today. That was interesting. Well, I think we're going to have to move back a little bit. These are some early Fiats. Thank you. Just better get out of the way before I get run over. Stand. I was about to get run over, so I had to move out of the way. Babs doesn't look like it's actually going to move under its own power, so they have this Ford Ranger here, which will no doubt tow it along. It's good to see this iconic car. It's going to move, albeit not really under its own power. Mind you, if you had enough fuel for a 27-litre engine, then you know you'd have to be a very rich person. Whilst I try not to get run over by any of the cars exiting the Brooklands Paddock, I thought I'd just come outside and look at the Tomaso stand here. They've got virtually every model of Tomaso that has been made right the way through from the Lunga, which was powered by a Ford Cortina 1.6 engine, through the Mangusta. It was named after a mongoose because it was better than the Cobra. For the very early Pantera here, it's a 73. Pantera GTS. It's a Pantera GT5. That plate needed to match up with the date on the car, but never mind. So we've got the last model of Pantera from, this one looks like a 91. It's a Pantera SI. Big Ford V8 engine in the back. Interesting interior. Some wood in there. Ooh, wind noise. Let's go back to the Brooklands Paddock now and see if I can actually not get run over. This would be an achievement. If I stand on the other side of the Brooklands Paddock here, then I won't get run over. I can look at this lovely 1913 Bugatti Type 18, also known as Black Bess. Absolutely and utterly beautiful little car. Here's a 1927 Bugatti Type 35B. These are very, very rare and extremely valuable now. With a Bugatti Type 35, 35C from 31. Just love the interior of these sort of 30s cars, all very basic. 1930 Bugatti Type 53. It's been a real hero to drive one of these in a race in the 30s. 1936 Bugatti Type 51. Exposed handbrake there. And then finally we've got this 1930 fuel Bugatti Type 59. See if I can get around the other side here. Definitely don't want to lean out of the left hand side of this car. That's where the exhaust is. I don't think health and safety was really on the minds of the designers of Bugattis back in the 1930s. So I hope you found that video to be interesting. There's a couple of 1911 Fiats here, including this Fiat S76, which is like a railway locomotive. It's quite sort of ugly, really. Anyway, there'll be more videos to come from the Goodwood Festival of Speed. There's already a few uploaded on my channel. Very blessed to be invited to be a guest of the Planet Auto YouTube channel. There's lots of other Goodwood Festival of Speed content on theirs as well. If you wish to subscribe to my channel, that'd be wonderful. Don't forget to like this video and to leave a comment below. I've also got a Facebook page, it's facebook.com/Lloyd Vehicle Consulting. If you wish me to source a car for you, it doesn't have to be anything like this Theatre Bath 2000 Sport Spider prototype, then please get in touch via my website. It's www.lloydvehicleconsulting.co.uk. Thank you ever so much indeed for watching.